current state of cybersecurity.
The current, ooh, okay.
My question is
Trash.
It's trash. The current state of cyber. There we go. There's your answer, and that's just my text.
I think it's going to be harder for new grads to get into the field because they don't have the experience.
What up, Tech fam? This is JohnnieTech, and I'm with my guy.
WillDoesTech, what's going on?
And this is Just My Tech Sense, where we talk tech, finance, and a little bit of lifestyle.
Oh yeah, we forgot that in the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I forgot that in the last episode.
It's all good.
Yeah, second day back, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the third, depending on when we release it.
We'll decide to release. But yeah, we're still getting in the flow. Basically, is what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So
what's good, man? What we talking about today?
The current state of cybersecurity.
The current. Ooh. Okay.
My question is
trash.
It's trash. The current state of cyber. There we go. There's your answer, and that's just my text.
Trash. Trash with a capital T.
Man, I gotta agree with you, man. Why do you say it's trash?
I mean, so the jobs look plentiful, right? You look on Indeed, you look on LinkedIn, and I mean there seems to be a lot of jobs. And though I have a job, I've experimented because I like my job. Mm-hmm. I'm not leaving my job. Now, if they decide to let me go, that's another thing. Right. But I don't see why they would.
Right.
I do pretty good work.
You're that guy,
so
right? Yeah.
I do pretty good work. But just to kind of see what the market is looking like, and I mean, I get a lot of rejection, which I'm sure a lot of people are getting, and it's like when I look at the job description and I look at my resume and what I have. I mean, I meet it to the T, right? And I don't get an interview. I don't get a call back. Nothing. I just get fortunately, we are moving on with
candidates. I'm familiar with those emails. I'm like, come on, man.
Right.
I just press submit. You already sent me an email back.
Right. Or it's like 2, 3 in the morning. It's like, nobody even looked at this. Right. And, again, I have all the certs. I have the years of experience, and I'm not applying for anything that I am not qualified for on paper. So the fact that, I'm receiving this automated message, I'm not getting past the ATS system, I think it's trash. No matter what article you read that says there are, thousands of cybersecurity jobs, they're needed, I think it's bull trash.
Right. Bull trash.
I'm trying to keep us monetized.
Okay, there we go.
I'm trying to keep us monetized. I mean, we're not monetized yet. But
there we go.
But if we get monetized, right, we try not to cuss on this thing.
I got you. I'm going to add that. I was talking to my kids or something.
All right, what you got?
No, I was just basically like, I like what you're saying as far as like, I mean, I would have tried to make it sound good, like, but you're right. I mean, the market is kind of trash, and I always think about like we're experienced professionals and we've been in the field, but like I always think about the younger people that are coming up into the field, and the narrative that's being pushed, and I'm like, this is not the narrative that you're thinking of. Like, I'm gonna jump into cybersecurity, I'm gonna jump into IT, I'm getting out of school or whatever, I'm gonna go to this boot camp, I'm gonna take these courses because they need people. Right, I'm gonna jump into the field, and it's like. That's not exactly what they mean. Right. I think when the narrative of it being of cybersecurity in general being understaffed, they say these open positions, they're talking about qualified professionals, right? So, in a way, I would say so, and I'll explain what I mean. So when I say they're looking for qualified professionals, because cybersecurity is always changing, so there's always something new. The tasks are changing. So when they say, okay. Just use a simple example. Like, okay, we're moving towards zero trust, right? Okay. So zero trust is something fair. It's pretty much new.
No,
so
go ahead.
Well, it's new in the sense of everyone's talking about it and the direction that we need to go into, right? So when they say they're going to look for qualified professionals, you're going to hear, oh, this is new, this is trending. So now we need people to fill these roles here, but you're not going to study zero trust in college for however many years and come out and get a job. They're still going to get people that's experienced, but those people are going to be learning the new, they're going to be learning what's new as far as within zero trust, and they're probably going to get those roles. But they're looking.
Who's going to learn that?
The people that's already been doing it.
Okay, right.
So it's like it's not when they say there's new technologies, you're not going to be the first one that, like, you're brand new in the field. You're not going to be one to select. They're still going to look for experienced professionals.
Yeah.
They just want them to tinker what they know how to do, take what they know how to do to meet these new requirements.
Yeah.
So I feel like people here, like I might have been the one to think that, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna learn Python programming and I'm gonna come out and be able to get a job as far as like when I was taking programming in school. And what I realized is it's not really how it's gonna work, because you already have programmers been around forever.
Yeah.
So all they got to do is tinker their knowledge to learn the new thing. They're going to get the job over you every time.
Yeah.
So there's open positions, but they're still for the experienced professionals. And I think that's where they're pushing a narrative that is understaffed, but I think they're still looking for experts in this field.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, when you talk about college, the curriculum, I mean, it's slow to change, right? Mm-hmm. And we know technology is changing all the time. Right. So as you said, those that are in the field that can shift way faster than somebody who's learning, theoretical or, a programming language that is no longer relevant, right? Because the school is slow to, adopt that change,
right?
Just based on all the wickets that they have to go through in order to make the change. It puts grads at a disadvantage, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be harder for new grads to get into the field because they don't have the experience. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I think AI is also something that is taking over entry level positions everywhere,
and that's what's even making it harder. And I would liken it to pretty much every career field. The bottom is saturated, the top half is like it's open for. And I even think those roles are still pretty much staffed up, but it's like there's less. It seems like there's a need for a lot of people, but there's really not. So, and then to get the entry point is flooded. So when you're just trying to get your foot in, it's like, oh man.
Well, what's really entry now, right? Entry is not 0 to 3 years. Entry is 5 years, right? Because now, like the expectation has been leveled up, because again, entry level can be done. True entry level can be done by AI.
Yep.
So when we talk entry level into the market, we're talking your entry level is 5 years. Mm-hmm. If you want to get a job and enter into this market, then you need to have 5 years and be able to do what AI or something else cannot do.
Right.
And at the same time, the salaries for those that are at the top or in the middle have been reduced. Mm-hmm. Because there are so many people that are looking for jobs.
Right.
And it's like when you have the pick of the litter and you can decide, hey, 90,000, take it or leave it.
Right.
You're going to take it if you need a job.
So even so we're talking about the current state, and I want to bring that up in general. Do you think that cybersecurity salary wise is still like the salary of cybersecurity was like the hot topic? Because when you mentioned that, I think that it's not. I think once you get into the top roles, and your salary is going to be better. But I was like, I feel like it, like as far as if you're getting into the field, don't just assume that you're going to get this high salary. If you're making 40,000, that might be good for where you're at right then to build your career on into the later dates.
you say 40,000.
I mean,
but you're right. I mean, there are help desk positions. There are positions that, again, 40,000. Again, just in today's day and age, it's just hard to survive even with 40,000 with grocery prices and everything else that's on the rise.
It is a low salary, but
it's extremely low. I mean, it is what it is. At the same time, you got to figure out a way to get your foot.
But it's
in
like
the door.
when something is new, they're paying for it. But now it's like you said, I can get AI to do this, and I can, there's a ton of competition there now. So it's like, okay, we got plenty of people that can do help desk now. I mean, the qualifications aren't that high to get into it. Well, the qualifications are kind of staying the same and still going up with any career field, but it's like, I mean, we don't got to pay you that much to do this. We got plenty of people, so drop your expectations or move on. So I think cybersecurity in general is I just think that there's a lot of moving parts to it, and I also I would look at it in the sense of like almost like the NBA and how things shift as far as this like. In the NBA, you can look at Steph Curry. He's a shooter. He changed the league to it's a shooting league now. Everyone's, they're looking for that. But that doesn't change the fact that, like, okay, so now they might go to Europe and look for those style of players, different places. But you're not going to take, so just because, they're looking for shooters now and I'm at the park and I can shoot, that doesn't mean I'm getting picked up. They're going to still pick up the guys that's been in the league and been training for that. Now they just got to add something else to their game. So I feel like on the narrative is that I just pick up these simple skills, but I don't need everything else that goes with it. Yeah. You still need the full, you know what I'm saying? You still got to be following that prototype. Okay, right? That's what I'm basically trying to break it down to.
Okay, it took you a long time to get there. But, hey, man. I mean, I'm
trying to make it so everybody can understand it, man.
When everybody plays basketball, but
that's true.
So if you had to do it all over again, would you recommend to somebody starting out that they should choose cybersecurity?
Oh, I would recommend it for sure. I would 100% recommend it. But I think everyone needs to kind of, if you're going to be in the field, like, get a mentor. I mean, everyone should do that anyway. If you can find a mentor, so they can guide you through, you know, how to get over the obstacles that you're going to run into, right? And then like, even if your mentor is only a few years older than you, because as long as they're ahead of you in the field, they're going to help you with the obstacles that you're going to run into, and then somebody might be helping them out. So I definitely think that's an important thing to do.
Okay. I mean, so cybersecurity, for those who don't know, it's extremely broad. I mean, there's so many things that you can do within it. And I think for me, it's finding that gap that you can use in order to actually gain a position within cybersecurity. Again, whether that's the blue space, red space, purple space, GRC. I mean, there's room there. At the same time, it's no longer about what you know, it's about who knows you. And I think that is the biggest thing, referrals, right? And they don't always work all the time, right. But nope. That helps you with that obstacle. If you want to pursue cybersecurity, just understand that it is something that you can, again, learn and you can be great at, right? I mean, Michael Jordan probably wasn't the best basketball player in the world, but because of where he was postured, his positioning.
I don't know about that one, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, you got to see him, right? But I'm sure there's somebody that was never seen because of academics or whatever holding them back, you never saw, right? Never heard of them.
So you're basically saying there could have been someone out there that could have been just as great as Michael, but they didn't have an opportunity to reach their potential. Right. Because they don't have, maybe, you know, whatever it was, right, that Michael had, whether it's, you know, people that brought him up, the schooling, whatever it was, they just didn't have. They didn't have the opportunity. So again, just learning about cybersecurity doesn't give you the opportunity to get into the game. Right. Having somebody who knows you that can actually bring you into the game is probably far more important in this day and age than just what you know. Right. You can learn cybersecurity. So and that's what I was kind of saying earlier. Cybersecurity is still, it's not a new thing in a sense. Like, you know, there's still prerequisite to get into it, and it's becoming harder. So it's like, you know, something is new. You feel like, okay, you kind of hit the floodgates. You're hit the ground running. I think that's over with. You know, I think cybersecurity is just like every other career field, like real estate or whatever. People understand it. They're hip to it. So now everyone is doing it. So it's like, okay, now I got to figure out how to be that much better than everyone else. It's not like, okay, you know, it's just not a new thing anymore. Yeah.
But I mean, we live in the trash department, you know, called cybersecurity. And again, it's trash right now, but it may not be trash in a few years because, again, with AI, right, cybersecurity is extremely important. It's just the market now; it's super saturated, and you know, companies are trying to find a way not to pay you the salaries that you probably are worth,
and they're good at that.
Yeah, I mean, and they are, but cybersecurity is still extremely important. So for that reason, I would stay the course. Just understand that the way that you maneuver through the industry has to be different. So, yeah, I think that's all that I have.
So overall, you're just saying the current state of cybersecurity, trash, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would have to agree with it right now.
But it's not always the case, right?
It's trash right now, but I would say like continue your studies if you're interested in the field. Like it's just like anything else. It's just the narrative. We're pushing down that narrative that cybersecurity is like the most glamorous thing ever. No, it's like, okay, you still got to put the work in, the time, and it's a tough market to be in. But if you become successful in it, or you put the work in, you can still become successful in it.
Yeah. Yep. It's worth it.
All right, I guess we can wrap that up. This is JustMyTechCents.
Yep. Remember to subscribe and
like, comment, and subscribe.
All those things that we never really talk about. But
are you on IG?
I am. Just my tech sense on IG.
On IG.
And that sense as in just my 2 cents, just my tech sense. It's not SENSE. It's CENTS. So.
All right. And you guys can find me at JohnnieTech something. I gotta get that.
Come on, man.
You guys.
We'll put it on the video because
yeah.
We'll get used to doing all this. So, all right. We'll talk to y'all in the next video.
Out.